think. But then so many, so much. But see, you got to think about it too. Your house, like my house, all that water is coming. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gonna get, especially like my house is at the bottom of the hill, so we getting all the water that drains down.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of, we on the hill too.
That's what I'm saying. You getting extra, so yeah.
Yeah. So,
no, you in the same boat I be in. I'm like, actually, when it was storming, I was cutting somebody's hair, and it started to like try to build up on the floor. I had to hurry up and do. Yeah, like literally, like.
Well, I had to get a condensate pump.
Okay.
Because, I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah.
It's too much.
We don't want to get triggered with that.
No, we don't get triggered. Speaking of triggered, man, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome y'all back. I need to be on the right camera. See, I did need her. I told them we ain't need her.
Okay.
No, we are good.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you with us tonight.
Yes. Trigger, man. It's been a minute since we chopped it up, but we keep talking. We just saying what's up to them.
What's up, y'all? Look, it feel like every time we come back, I still be feeling like, man, we need to record more. I don't know why it seemed like once a month. Just seemed like
it seemed like a long time,
a real long time, man. But how your week been and everything? Everything been cool?
The week just started, so
well, cool. the past week up until now, I'm gonna say. This is a vibe too.
Cool.
Look,
right on, G.
Man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This
you cool?
This is everything. Like this make me feel like this would be like my personal getaway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, when I put the TV in here, that's definitely gonna help.
Man, like,
but also what I did is, so I'm probably not gonna put the TV in here till wintertime.
Okay.
Because I got it outside, and I just move it. So
yeah, I got you.
But yeah,
man, this is just your vision to be thinking about it and following through. Because I be having thoughts, and then my thoughts are move on to something else, and then by the time I double back around, you know what I'm saying? I be like, I done lost the
luster for
it. Yeah, and I'm like, dang. But yeah, when I get that grooming spot, I really like that's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna when I really can get it the way I want it to be. Like it's really gonna be like a vibe for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be patient though and wait till the time and it was right and not forcing nothing, man. So you said this took you? How long did it take you to do this?
I mean, I just did it in one day. It just took a while for everything to come in.
No, I'm talking about setting this up.
It didn't take long.
For real? Mm-mm. Okay.
I mean, it's just wires. Maybe like the older I get, I used to be intimidated by wires and shit when I would go to concerts and studios. But the person that know it ain't as bad as it look. Or at least no matter what, what goes where. Okay. So that's why I just took everything from over there. These lights and cameras, they go to the table. So I just went one at a time. Took this one in here, from that table in there, that one, then that one. And then just the longest thing took me just trying, the longest in the process was taking me trying to get the cameras the way I want them, but I like the way they are.
Okay, that's what's up.
It didn't take long at all. I was waiting on this rug. Actually, the rug came early. The last thing I got was these two here. They came Friday at 5:35, and I got home about 5:45. I came in, put them on the wall because I thought the imp was gonna be here from the Toxic Boys. My partner came, but he didn't want to be on camera. So, but if I had to do some camera work, either way, I wanted it to be aesthetically.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This reminds me of a set. That's when I came in like a.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to feel. It's like a set.
That's exactly. I couldn't. Put my finger on it or whatever. So, shoot, what you want to jump into, man? It's everything.
Man, just let it flow, G. It's all good, man. What you been doing?
Man, look. Don't start. The conversation we had not to start out on a damper note, boy. But I finally kind of got my footing back from the little episode I had, the little panic episode that I had a couple weeks ago.
That's good.
That was like, bro. That was probably. I was terrified.
Panic attacks terrifying, bro.
I was so terrified. I'm realizing now, bro. I'm blocking it out of my mind.
Yeah.
Like even when I try to remember it, it's like getting every day. It's like. I'm remembering less and less. I know that's probably like my brain trying to.
Yeah, that's your coping mechanism.
Yeah, my coping mechanism or whatever. So, but other than that, bro, it's really didn't help me. Like this past week and a half. Oh, look, matter of fact, okay. Look, I'm laughing because
look,
I was gonna call you. So, oh man, I don't even know how to throw this out there. So I had made that post about like I know the calling on my life. I'm gonna start a church or whatever. So this
I forgot the name. It was funny, but
yeah. And so this person I know, you know what I'm saying, churchy person, religious person or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they had commented something on the post, and it like pissed me off.
Oh man!
And so I end up inboxing them like, "Look here, bro. This is why people don't fool with the church now." I'm like, "Man, you supposed to like." He befriended me a couple years, supposedly befriended me a couple years ago or whatever, but. I can sniff out fake people. Like a lot of people, I ain't saying everybody in the church, but like people are trying to befriend you just to get some intel or something. You know what I'm saying? So I was cutting his hair. I kind of opened up to him about some personal stuff just to kind of see like where he was at.
Yeah.
He kind of like fell off or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be my friend though. Mom passed. I ain't heard a word from him. He ain't call, nothing. Yeah. But then I post something about some church, about I don't like churchy folks. And he want to comment, so I had to say something to him like if you really my friend, if you really my partner, then why I ain't heard from you?
Yeah.
When I'm in a time of need, but then when I say something about church, what you want to defend the church versus if you my partner, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of was like, he ain't, I don't know, man, I ain't gonna put all the conversation out there, but I ended the conversation just letting them know like, nah, this is where we stand. Look, you over here, I'm over here. Yeah. Let's keep it like that. And I don't like it when people, I hate,
lying told us.
Yeah, but not only that, like, bruh, and you know what I mean. You better at putting this into words than me. Okay. This just an example, right, about people. So let's say, as your profession, right, your profession, you paint. I know that's what you do.
Right.
So, because I know that's your profession and you paint, you don't have to tell me that's what you're doing. I kind of already expect it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So if you come to me and be like, oh yeah, you know, Chops, I painted such and such for you. I'm gonna be like, but that's kind of what you already do. I kind of, you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Like,
hold on, maybe
let me just be real. Okay, so so I'm gonna be real. I don't like it when like saved people, religious people, whatever you want to call them. I hate when people say I'm praying. I don't like it when people say I'm praying for you.
Oh, you don't?
Because
I actually do.
But see, my thing be, I already know that's what you do.
Oh, okay. So
I already expect you to be praying for me. So you don't have to tell me you're doing something that I already know
you do.
That you do, because that's what you do.
I never thought about it like that, but I understand that.
That was, you know what I'm saying? My thing is just call me and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? How your mental? Yeah. But don't call me to say, Chops, I've been praying for you. I already know this. That's all I'm saying. It probably sound weird, but
I think it's in the person's mind. They probably it's like I need to let them know they are on my mind and there are special prayers. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, but if we close, I already know.
Yeah,
you kind of get. It's almost like
I get it.
Yeah, like you ain't even got to tell me. Like okay, like you ain't got to tell me, bro, that you defended me in the club if somebody was bad mouthing me. I already know if they come your way.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to be like, hey, Chops, such and such was saying something spicy about you, so I had to. Now if it just come up in conversation,
in that situation, somebody may need to just let you know because you might not know nobody was talking like that about you. So
but I expect that. I would expect you to do that. You ain't got to like make it seem like you doing something
extra.
There you go. Now that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to. You should. You get what I'm saying? But if you try to make it seem like it's an extra thing, that's kind of like the basis that I expect my friends to defend me. I expect you to keep it real with me. I expect our conversations should just be real. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to reinforce the fact like, hey, Chops, we about to have a real conversation. I would hope so.
And you know what I hate?
You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same thing, but just something that it triggered an idea. It triggered an idea. Oh yeah, it triggered every first Friday as well. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe.
Come on, subscribe.
Chops, baby. So I get irritated or annoyed when someone I don't want to say code switching, but it's, I guess, the best way to describe it. So, okay, example. Let's say, I don't fucking know. Let's say I do something for a living.
Okay.
And you come to me. Oh, fuck, I do something over there. It's like, okay, here we go. So let's say you need a DJ.
Right.
But then you come to me, or let's say you're the DJ. Or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just, fuck it. Niggas piss me off when they switch up when they're talking to someone familiar. So, like,
help me out.
Okay. Oh, so fuck it. We go back to the DJ example.
Okay.
You need a DJ, and I'm calling you, and I'm a totally different person.
Oh, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. You're like, so what we're going to do at this point is like,
you're talking to me. Come on,
yeah, just
cut that.
Relate,
I
relate
know
with me. That's what I mean.
1,000 people. I hate and see. And maybe
I got homies that do that, man. Like, yeah, so I was like, nigga, if you don't talk regular, man, what the fuck is you talking about?
And you know what, bro? And it made me think about that. It's like, maybe I have to reevaluate my definition of stuff because I would call that stuff fake, but maybe they ain't fake.
It doesn't be fake.
They just.
I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it.
I get exactly what you're saying. Like, I've had people do that. Like, come on, they in a profession.
Yeah.
Hey, Chops, I'm a come give you an estimate. Then they come and then I'm like, who is this? Now, I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, do you got a wire on you and your boss is, you know what I'm saying? But if that's not it, like, come on,
it seems like they're reading the script.
Yeah, that's my biggest, bro, that's my biggest pet peeve in general. And I'm learning that it's some people, they just like that in their personality. And I got to learn to differentiate between the two because I don't like stuff that feels scripted, that just feels like,
I'm more of a natural person.
Yeah. And the situation with the dude I inbox, his reply was like a scripted, churchy reply. And I'm like, you're never gonna get close to me, and you're never gonna be.
Did he call you Doc?
Right, sure, right. No. You ain't gonna never ever with nobody, family, friends, church, business. If you can't just be, if I can't feel that you just being real, because I'm gonna be real, you'll probably never get past hello relationship wise with me. Because I just, the older that I'm getting, bro,
you spot the phone.
It's not about if I agree what you into. I don't care about that. You grown. Just be real with it. You get what I'm saying?
Like, respect boundaries.
Yeah, and that's it. That's like I could deal with a lot of stuff. I just don't like. I feel like I don't have no more room to deal with just being fake. Like, don't reach out and say, bro, I've been thinking about you, because you feel like that's what you should say.
Yeah.
Do it because that's what you really feel like you want to do. You gotta get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
And so I'm going down this exploration in myself and everything I do, trying to be like that in everything I do. I try to tell my kids that, bro, like, look, whatever you do, just be 100% genuine, be yourself. Even in your flaws, be yourself. Ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
I can respect you if we don't agree, but it's you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but if you
absolutely,
we don't agree because you trying to be somebody that you not, or you trying to read a script that you've been taught to read, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I be laughing at people.
A lot of people just have cookie cutter mentality.
Yeah.
Man. It's just okay, this is the way I handle this. This is the way I handle that, man. And life ain't like that. I think it's just in the teaching.
So sorry if I ever offended you. Shut up. What?
That's the nigga said.
No. But you know, people will just say that if I offended you, you don't even talk like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, if I said what I said pissed you off, my bad.
There we go.
You get what? That's all I'm saying.
That makes sense.
That's how you. But it just, I don't know, bro. Like, I be triggered. That's why this is called triggered. I'm realizing how much stuff, bro, be triggering me, and it's like, man, it was something I was gonna bring up about. Dang. It's on the premise of when we was talking about how the mothers ain't leading the daughters and the granddaughters, but it'll come to me. How they try to be more like them instead of it being a difference and being an example.
No separation in generations. Yeah.
And as the older I'm getting, now I respect. I used to see them like the older ladies when I was young, that is like pull a lady to the side and be like, "Hey, look here, young lady, put some stockings on."
Yeah.
Close your legs when you sit down when you got a skirt on. You know, just little simple things that it seems like, bro, they scared to say something these days.
Hey, man, you almost got to be, man, because when you think about these days, man, these generation of motherfuckers don't respect nobody, bro.
Nobody.
They don't. Dog, we came up with, I mean, you told me people you grew up with, what you grew up around. We came up around the craziest stuff in the world. But the killers I know respect their elders.
Man,
They
definitely.
respect their elders. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, miss. Oh, turn it down. You know, I mean, think about men in society. When they over there talking about, come on, Mr. Butler, put that out. You know, there's no more of that.
There's literally no more of that. Yep,
that's the problem.
It's like, dang, yeah, I know.
You know where the problem began. It takes a village turned into you can't say nothing to my kid.
Yep, exactly. And I think that came from when the parent wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, got offended when somebody else put the spotlight on where they was lacking it instead of looking at it like, no. I mean, and you think about it, bro, it's true though. It do take a village. It take a village. Forget, as adults, I feel like it take a village. You gotta have your partner for this. You gotta have your friend for this. You gotta have this person for this. And I even feel like this, like me and my wife was talking about this. I was like, I heard that fairy tale stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if your spouse should have the burden of being all things in one at all times. You ever heard somebody say that, like, no, I need to talk to my partner, a guy. That. I need to. It's certain things. I'm not gonna violate certain things in my. There's certain things, you know, between your wife that people will never know. Exactly. But it's certain conversations I know I need to have with another man. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? And I've heard people say like, no, I want you to talk to me about everything, and I'll be like, but he can't because you're not a man.
You don't understand. And you can't help me. And me just telling you don't make sense. That's for
or to create another problem or more questions. You know what I'm saying? Versus another man be like, nah, bro, I get it. Nah, I feel you. We ain't talking about right or wrong, what you should or shouldn't do. But I've run across quite a few people like that. Like, we're supposed to talk about everything, and I'm gonna say to a degree, but it's just certain things. Like, I don't get offended with. I tell my wife, call your mama. It's your mama. You get what I'm saying? Like, she get you more than I get you. So certain things.
That's some of the stuff I be trying to tell my kid.
Yeah,
like check this out. There's a lot of shit that you are confused about yourself that you don't understand that I can help you with. Exactly. And your mom as well, because you are
a product of us.
A product of us is things that you might need to understand or how to deal with. Yeah. You cannot close that off or shut that out because you're just gonna make things harder for yourself.
Yeah. But are they receptive of that so far? Is it kind of like a pushback?
I don't know. She says okay, but you know my daughter just
Look, my son be on that.
You never know.
My son be on the same thing. So what you seeing, bro? What are you seeing? And I don't even know what to call it. The club scene, the lounge scene.
What am I seeing? Oh, just the same.
It's nothing, no change, no shift. No, it's not just the same.
I'm at a new spot on Thursdays. It's nice. It's Fly 2.0.
I seen the promo video. Yeah. I'm about to slide through there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's laid back.
Okay.
Grown. But I keep telling them keep it that way.
Yeah, bro. You know they got the Club Misses right in
what's that?
Across the street. Some club it used to be a white lady owned this bar and grill. Like where my house is, my neighbor that's across the street where you park, right behind there. It's right off Parker Road.
Oh wow,
bro! The music be so loud at 2-3 o'clock in the morning you could hear it through the walls. My daughter be like, "Who's having a party?"
Oh wow,
man, it's crazy. So they didn't flipped it to where it's hood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
and you know my neighborhood quiet. It's bro. Like 5 days a week, it be rocking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And the way the street is, it echoes, so it's it's super loud. So my neighbors are filing a petition to
get rid of that,
to either get them, because we used to have a no loud music law
after 11,
and I guess they stopped it or whatever the case may be. So they're trying to bring it back because you just gotta ride down Parker Road like you going to my house. At the 10, and you're gonna see cars, people everywhere.
Nigga, I ain't never tripped over.
That's my point. Because the little spot, it's like it look like a house, but it's got a back patio, the lights and everything. You can hear the dude on the DJ, the host or whatever.
Man, I guess I ain't never tripped over.
I'm in the crib trying to get Jacob to settle down, and you can hear, "Come on, throw it in the circle." I'm not lying, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't like making shit too close to me. That's
what I'm saying. I was like, oh my God, like. But I already know where to park. Man, look, bro, this is such a vibe. That's why I'm chill. I'm sitting here like, man, I can literally just sit here, bro, and actually focus and not be distracted by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like one of them rooms that's like when you walk in the door.
Kind of like a quiet room.
It's almost like you in a whole different space though. Like you just feel.
That's kind of how I wanted to do that. To create that in here. I just wanted a different feel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a complete 180 from the room it was before.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But man, just one thing I learned, man, lighting makes everything better.
So what, man, how did you even figure that out though?
Well, no, these been in here since I got the basement done.
No, I mean like how to do the lighting to how you like it.
Oh, I just play with different stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I just know, like, I think I learned how important lighting is from working in clubs.
Okay.
Because you go in early and set up, it don't look like the same place at night.
Okay, I got you.
You know, and then, you know, it's just and I like to set the vibe. So with a lot of people, I be trying to explain, I don't really, if it's not like my people, I don't really want to deal with it. Because there's too many variables, too many weird energies and bad spirits and people with ill intentions. So I don't like leaving my house. So for the things that I like that aren't at my house, I try to create them at my house.
At your house, so you can have it's almost like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
If I want to have a clubby feel, I can flip. Yeah, that's my thing.
And then I can curate the people that I kind of want to be in my space versus stepping out. And then it just be about it. Like my partners, I was happy birthday to Trish, Larry. Rest in peace to my cousin Andre as well.
Rest in peace.
We was talking at the I seen another one of my partners actually at my nigga Larry's old lady's birthday party.
Okay.
He like, man, you got to come out to the such and such. I'm like, nah, man. He like, man, you old. I'm like, I don't think it's that, man. I just don't, nigga. I know all of them people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep it real. I know a lot of them motherfuckers, and the weird part is I know a lot of the people that they consider important.
Okay.
And I know their intentions. I know that this, whatever, that. Like a nice majority of the chicks I already knocked off, so I know what they are. So I just don't want to be around it. It's not. I don't like, man. I'm like, bro, I don't want to look at chicks. I'm sorry.
So are we?
Like, I'm not.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know weirdo shit, but just like I told him, I was like, dog, I am not window shopping. Because if I'm going to see, I'm going to get. Yeah. So I don't even want to. That's why I tell him. I don't. And then it's hard for me. It's hard for me to want to get, like, I can't even explain it. Oh man.
What?
No, I'm just saying it's just hard for me to even. Like I said, if I'm going, I'm not window shopping.
Right, so okay, I get what you're saying. It's hard to.
I'm not going because I can't not shop. It's just
I know exactly what you're saying.
That was just the purpose for me when I did it. So now it's no purpose. I'm sitting there looking stupid. So that's all I'm saying.
So you think we turn into the urban, the urban version of them people that buy them houses in the country because they don't want to be bothered with nobody?
I believe so.
We just urban. We in the urban. I be feeling like that.
I believe so
because
that's always been a dream of mine. Like I told, my old lady, I'm like, if you cool with it, I roll. I am. I always had like a dream of living in a small town. So you think about this. With my mentality, coupled with a small town. So I'm one of them good small towns. I think I watch too much TV. That might be the most. I don't even know if it's unrealistic, but it's just my dream. You know, when you see something on TV, you're like, damn, I want that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I like the small town feel because everybody's acquainted. It's just a couple bad people. You know who they are. You know their family.
Yeah.
Everybody at the football game on Friday.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You leave your doors open. That's the type of feel that I want. And then as I get older, I'm getting more into being outside in nature. Like the vibe. I'm gonna show you outside.
Okay.
Well, after this, like I didn't create a vibe out there.
For real?
Oh yeah, it's fly out there.
Yeah. See, you motivated me to get it together because I've been looking for the next shift in because after my little. No, not my look, but my situation with the panic attack. I'm looking to create more places of peace for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my brain is trying to figure out, okay, Chops, what's your peace with nobody's opinion about it? Like if you could just have, I don't know what necessarily I know because I'm always wife, kids. In the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about other people. But if I have my own, what people say, my own little piece of heaven, what would it look like? Because it's funny you said it, because my dream, bro, since we finna have a look more mature real quick conversation. My dream is serious. Like I want one of them big old southern houses with the wraparound porch.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Now the inside has got to be super modern. Yeah, the outside.
That's right
there. Like for real, the wraparound porch. I want the chairs. I want the tire swing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to sit on the porch with my lemonade, nice breeze.
And you can is like whoa.
Yeah, hey, for real. Like I promise. That's like my. We me and Cece talk about that all the time. Like whatever we got to do, my dream house has to have a big old wraparound porch and
good thing. Yeah,
like luxury homes. Yeah, Ellis Luxury Homes. Look, we got our own real estate brokers, y'all too. Look, tap in and look, DM me if y'all want to know more about it.
Yes.
But I was gonna say like how they have them houses, the big houses to where, hey, if I got daughter-in-law, son-in-laws, hey, it's self-sufficient for all of us if we had
it's big enough.
It's big enough. You know what I'm saying? Kids can run around because like for me, bro. When I be walking in the morning, you gotta come with me, man.
Yeah, you gotta come with me. I gotta do Tuesdays, Thursdays. What time you going tomorrow?
Actually, it's 4th of July.
Tomorrow the 4th. All right, so next week, this Thursday I can't go because I got a dentist appointment. Or I can go after. It depends on what time you go. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we definitely do next week. But like
Tuesdays, Thursdays, man, I think Saturdays I might do with her.
It's something about for me in the morning. Some people like to walk in the evening. For me. Getting my day started, getting that fresh. It's something about the air, bro. In the morning.
They say that.
Yeah, seriously. And then I take like 15 deep breaths while I'm outside before I start. Like, and it just, man, it feels totally different. And listen, I'm not lying to you, bro. I see why people meditate and do all that. Because after you do that, I kid you not, bro. Nature gets louder.
Oh, wow.
I can't explain it, bro. Like all of a sudden, the birds chirping, all the peaceful, all of a sudden,
more vibrant.
Yeah, everything just come alive. So then when you walking, like I used to walk with my ear pods in, listen to music. I don't even do that now because nature, everything be so pretty and peaceful. It just be like it put me in a whole different space to where I don't even feel like I'm walking for exercise. I'm just walking. I'm just like then you'll start to notice stuff that you wouldn't notice when you just out there just walking, listening to your music or something in your own thoughts. When you start looking at nature, I don't know the best way I can say it. It'd be like nature becomes alive. You start to see insects you never would pay attention to. You start seeing birds and butterflies, and all of a sudden you just be at peace. And then when I'm done walking, I just sit in the truck like this. I just be like, okay. Now I can get my day started.
That's what's up.
And it's at the point now, so like I said, I didn't shed some pounds.
Yeah, I'm looking at me, man. Like, I got to drop 15, 20 ASAP.
And this ain't even like I ain't really dieting or nothing. It's just consistently, bro, just going up to the park.
I thought me doing the physical work was gonna help. I'm sure it does.
I'm sure it does. But I promise you, at least 4 to 5 days a week, I'm walking, getting like every day before I start my day. And then it's like I said, I couldn't even wear this shirt 2 months ago.
See, I got a couple that I need to get in.
Yeah.
I might have to starve myself, though, because I need to get in them motherfuckers before the summer over.
And I told you my rule of thumb, I'm not buying bigger clothes. Yeah. I'm just have to lose the weight to look, I ain't doing that. That's kind of keep my gauge on my clothes when I was at the size I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Everything, I got a few fits still from when I was smaller. I'm like, okay, that's kind of like my goal. And if I start to feel like I'm outgrowing something, I'm like, nope, Chops, don't buy nothing bigger. Get yourself together. So, and I mean, we had talked about that too. Like, I ain't even really been in no mood to be shopping, but I'm kind of getting that. I think that's part of my personal peace.
Yeah, I think I kind of ordered some shit last night.
See, I'm going to be.
Ordered some fly shit, some jerseys and shit, and some shit. This little something.
And I think I'm skipping the summer. Like, the stuff I'm gonna buy is gonna be for the fall.
I still got.
Cause I'm like,
I got still got a bunch of shit I ain't wore from last fall and winter. I got about five
you got
coats I ain't wore.
Man, I got all kind of stuff I need to buy. I ain't really got nothing. Like, I didn't realize, like, I got a lot of clothes, but I ain't realized, bro, how old my clothes are, if that make any sense. Cece was like, you bought that 3 years ago. You bought that 4 years ago. I'm like, did I?
Thought like, when we did the photo shoot with my mom.
Yeah, that was dope, too.
Right on, bro. I was like, man, I had a shirt I wanted to wear because my sister said we gonna do green. I'm like, I bet, got it, boom, boom, boom. Nigga, I came home for the photo shoot. And couldn't fit that much.
Oh, nigga, for real?
Right before he got here to set up his shit, I'm like, wait a minute. Dog, I'm like scrambling. I'm like, wait. I told her, I'm like, hey, I got this shirt. Nigga, I ain't wore it. I wore it once 3 years ago.
For real?
I ain't never. It'd be weird, certain shit. Yeah, especially like if it's like, I wore it to my partner for Larry, his 40th birthday. Nigga, I hadn't wore that motherfucker since. It was like
for real?
Yeah, it was 2020 because we
2020. Yeah,
he our age.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog. So I hadn't know what I was like.
Yeah,
throw that on because it was gonna be bad because I had nothing else, or I was gonna be looking weird because I was gonna throw on. I got a green like bomber, but it's silk, so it ain't summery, but it ain't wintry.
Wintry,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the summer night, I could throw on if I want to. It ain't got no like heavy lining, no shit in. It's like a little silk army green bomber, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that because then what shirt I'm wearing? I'm gonna be chest naked and half zip it up, and I'm like, nah, this for my bird. I don't know if I want to do it with that one.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, yikes.
Bro, that's my biggest issue too. I gotta figure out my. I used to do themes.
Yeah.
I have no idea like how I want to look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta once I can figure out how I want to look, because I do like low key. Well, I ain't gonna say it on her because but low key, I got some ideas for, because I had to really be real with myself too. I was like, I remember why I don't buy a lot of clothes in the summer because it's short. I can rock jeans. I mean, you can rock jeans all year, but I sweat easy, so I hate wearing jeans in the summer. But I'm like, you figure from mid-September all the way up into April.
Yeah, you can wear.
Some. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna help me bring some peace back too. But yeah, I'm on this. Bro, I've just been in my own thoughts trying to figure out what's Chop's ideal idea of peace. What are the components that adds to that? What is taking away my peace? You know what I'm saying? And being more quick on the draw to identify, nah, this is taking my peace from me. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being reactive, I'm trying to be more proactive to really, really, because I you know, if it come by, I ain't trying to go through what I went through, bro. Like for real, my incident, I was like, nah, man, that was some next level.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
you were able to identify it, bro, and that's special because I ain't gonna lie. I told you when it happened to me, man. They thought I was explaining something else for about 2 years. Nigga, I had to figure out what it was. I told you I was talking to the dudes that I was working with doing some production for that was out in VA, and I was just telling him, I don't know, you just go through some shit and then you just like. I don't know why I was opening up about that. We were cool, but he wasn't like me and you was opening up. I don't know, but luckily I did because he was like, "Hey, this is blah blah blah." And there we go. It's like this lady at work today, dog. Me and my nigga, we do it not at work, but when I was at work and seeing somebody, see her all the time, and she's pretty quiet. You know, I ain't never heard her speak. Nigga, today she had
gift the gab.
She had to vent.
Okay,
because she was like. It was weird, you know, because, you know, you say hi. Hey, how you doing? We, you know, me and my peoples, you know, we going in. And she's like, hey. And she was just like, let it out. She's like, that lady is such a fucking bitch. I was like, what? And then she talked to us for about 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, she was like, she's just a bad person. And then, like, the lady do sound like a bitch. She's telling me about the other lady that worked with her. She's like, she never says bad about anybody. And she said she's a fucking cunt. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a real question then, because I struggle with this. How do you know? when you should let something out or keep it to yourself. Because I'm more on the latter end. Like, stuff bothers me, and I always keep it to myself, which I know I shouldn't. But then I've been in situations where I've let it out, and then I regretted that I let it out. Like, is there certain...
I think it just depends on the situation. Everything is situational, unfortunately. But some stuff I let ride. It just depends on how much it affects me and how often I have to encounter it. Because if it's because I really, really, really despise being uncomfortable.
Okay.
So I am going to address this shit. Like one day at work, ran into this lady, and she asked me in the homie Terrell, she's like, "Why do men have problems communicating?" I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. That's bad for them. I'm an effective communicator, you know, because I want to address the shit and get it done with. That's just the type of person that I am. Because it's those uncomfortable conversations. I hate putting them on hold and on pause, because the longer you do that, then you're thinking about it. So then you're gonna have to confront it eventually and then deal with it after that. Like, I would rather get to that quicker. It's more. I'm more of a. I guess one of my biggest phrases or terms that I say now is just rip the Bandaid off.
Okay.
That's just more my thing. Rip the Bandaid off.
See, and I gotta figure out, because sometimes initially I think something really bothered me, but then in a minute I'll be like, no. I'm not saying just jump off. I'm not saying jump off the bridge and be like, hey, real quick, and analyze it. You know what I'm saying? And then because especially if you're saying you get to points where, well, it really didn't bother me, so I would let it ride for a second. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just a time to stew it over. Now, me, I know instantly shit I don't like, and I'm like, no. So how did you get to that point, though?
I think I've always been like that for the most part. I just always got away from shit that I don't think means me well or just makes me feel weird, because it's enough of that shit in the world. So, like, I can't have nobody in real close proximity bringing me some type of pain or anguish or discomfort when I don't have to deal with it. When I got to deal with these other people that I don't even, that aren't my people, that do the shit already. So you might as well be over there with them.
Even as a kid, you was like that? Or you think, like, as you matured and became a man, you kind of...
I'm trying to think. Let me see.
Because look,
I'm always watching the beat of my own drum, so I would probably say as a kid too, but not much bothered me as a kid for me to get away from. You feel what I'm saying? So I never had to implement it a lot or no shit like that, because and I said childhood was gravy and good, but I guess I was probably more soft spoken back then.
Okay,
but if it's something that's truly uncomfortable, we gotta address it. Just at a point like, hey, hey,
so,
look.
So did you have a lot of confrontations when you was young, or you was more of a I know how to did it before it even gets to that point? As I'm talking about, I'm saying as a child, I'm gonna say 7 to 15.
I would know how to diffuse it before. Like, I think one of the gifts that I've always had is being able to read the room.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
I had to grow into that.
Yeah. I think I got that from my dad. You know, I just think about, like I was talking about my baby earlier, just things that she is going to deal with herself, just trying to figure herself out. You know, but I just realized the parts of which parent is, you know, is being activated at certain times. You know what I mean? Because so like my dad, I'm more and more like him the older I get. Like so I get that from him. But my mom used to be, or you know, more like I'm more reserved. But she handled it too now. You know what I mean? So it's just but in my core, I'm sure I got that part from my dad. But you know what I mean? They've always instilled in me to not let nobody fuck with me. Okay. So it's like, even if stuff like, I mean, I remember being teased as a kid. It's like, well, I've been wearing glasses my whole life until 2017 I got LASIK.
Right.
But they used to call me Four Eyes, and I hated that shit. And my mama, yeah, man, it's a terrible parenting. But I'm grown now. But anyway, so she was like, I'm like, Mom, they keep talking about me in my glasses. They call me Four Eyes. And so she gave me permission. She said, the next time they say that to you, you tell them, 4 eyes my dick. And so,
hey, bro,
this was 84, bro. I distinctly remember this time when me and my mom was talking. Adults, no matter what, because it was some motherfuckers that was older than me talking shit. The little dude was around the corner on Amherst, and I'm like, man, 4 eyes my dick. They're like, oh. I'm like, hey.
What? That's what. And see, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why, I had so many fights because I never knew how to express myself in words. So it came out in just pure. Because I used to fight. It wasn't even out of anger. It was just more out of if I was to say, I don't like what you say, it would be, I don't like it. You get what I'm saying? It was like my fist was my way of talking, and then it was like. It's like you said, man, this a whole nother lane, that you touched on. It's but growing up in the era that we grew up in, there was no emphasis on mental health for kids and release. You just had to get it how you live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the only thing I knew.
That's one of the things that I like about now. Just the acknowledgement that I might not be cool. Let me explore some options.
Exactly.
It was taboo for the longest, but the more you live, shit'll eventually get to a good point for a good amount of people. Just depends on the time, because it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because just think about how everything improves. Some stuff never changes, but there are vast improvements in everything. Just way of life. Just think about the stages and the steps and the accomplishments and things like that, and you can see it. Man, so the thing is, I always try to figure where do I fit in this?
Yeah, because we had to shoulder some burdens, bro, coming from our era. If you really think about it, we really.
I said a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think I have more empathy now for people our age that I see move in certain ways, because I know the era we come from, and I'm like, okay, you never dealt with that, so that's why you're doing that. Okay, or we came from that era of, like you just said, your mom told you to say that. Some of our partners was like, well, you go knock them out. You know what I'm saying? It was always, that was conflict. Conflict resolution was to create more conflict. You get what I'm saying? It would never really make peace.
It would never make peace.
In white cultures, they like, hey, come on now. I said, no, bro, I didn't, we used to be like.
Speaking of white cultures, man, I got this thing. I've been it's been on the board forever.
Okay.
And I've been meaning to talk about it. I wanted us to talk about it. I've had it on the board since the last episode. We never really got to it. So
okay.
Let me see. Why do you realize how we're judged as racist?
Elaborate.
Okay.
Races or racist?
Oh, races.
Okay, races of people. Okay. No, I think I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna try to break it down.
Okay.
We are always judged and assessed by our worst, and they are always assessed and judged by their best.
Absolutely.
And it's just the wildest. It's the wildest shit ever, bro. Because and I say that to say. Race. We talk about race or racism, and I think the bigger play isn't racism; it's classism.
Yeah, and
even ourselves, and I'm not saying they judge themselves. We judge them by their best. They judge us by our worst. That's what I'm saying. Of course, we know the advantages and the privileges and things that they have, but I'm saying. Let's say some shit happened. If black people don't blah blah blah, white people got blah blah blah.
I hate that, man.
Look, there are a lot of fucking poor white people. There's way more poor white people than there are black people.
That's crazy that you said that. I watched some on TikTok and the guy was saying basically, it was so profound. Basically, how white people, in order to separate, they had to. Because it was classism, and they treated the poor whites a certain way.
Yeah.
But to make the white people, the poor whites, feel empowered, they had to do something with them and us to make the poor whites feel like they were higher than us, even though we both, in a sense. But man, I don't
I was fine again. Send it to me.
I call it this though. But it ain't even just racist. It's with classism. It's a few things I hate that people say. I always call it the white is right. Mm-hmm. I don't hate that. They just think because it's white is right. That is not true. Yeah, think about this. You go to the park. A pedophile, they're going to look at the cat with the 38. Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. But then the pedophile sitting right next to your kid, and you having a whole conversation because you believe, they made us believe that white is right. White, just because, I don't know, they perpetuated that white culture in general isn't as aggressive as us. Yeah. But it comes in different forms. Absolutely. But they make us think like, well, white people... They be like, okay, I want to move to a white neighborhood because all this shooting. I get that, boy. I ain't trying to get hit by no straight bullet. Absolutely. But Sammy, the pedophile, live across the street from you. Yeah, and hey, how you doing? You get what I'm saying? But you don't.
You know what I mean? Like most of the most evil people appear to be great people. Yeah. And look, if we can be real about this, we know some killers that's super nice. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They only killing somebody in that life. Yeah, but they will. Hey, they'll look out for you. People in the world. Yeah, the nice man, the most respectful people. But it made me think about this too. I even hate it when people say, because I know we both know. I know some pretty wealthy white people, and I hate when black people say, well, rich white people don't buy. I say they buy. I've seen a white guy buy a white button-up shirt that was $2,400. I would say the only difference is they're not as flat. They have not. They don't buy. They don't do it for they don't do the label shit.
That's what I'm saying. We might be more flashy, but I'm like, they blow money just like. I just hate they try to make it seem like black people just say no. I know some quite a few white people that be spending money like it's running water. But like you said, I was listening to the news. But look, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Because I believe in propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Hitler did it. It's all about propaganda because your average person don't like to think. So news, how they think about the stuff they perpetuated black people. It's propaganda. Generalized. Absolutely. So you compound that with decades and centuries of that, they just automatically think chops with the braids. Oh my God. Yeah. I pray for you. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely. So
stereotypes are wild.
But it'll never end. I feel like that's the backbone of news, though. News media.
Yeah, that's how they built it.
And I don't think it's ever designed. I think if we really did change the way we thought about racism and thought about how we look at different races, it would eliminate a lot of stuff that the world functions on, if that makes any sense. I always believe that the world can't function without chaos. That's why they don't never really do stuff to fix it. It ain't meant to fix nothing. It's meant to keep it going.
Yeah, just like medicine.
Yeah, that's why it's keep it manageable enough for you to get a prescription, but not effective enough to cure you.
Exactly. It's money in the medicine, not the cure.
Exactly, yeah. And I had a doctor like that, bro. He ended up dying. He was a pill pusher, bro. And I was young, in my 20s. I was like, something ain't right. Every time I come in, I was like, nah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, can we figure out what, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Let's figure out the root. But he was a big pill pusher. That's all he wanted to do was just write a prescription. But I feel like you said, I feel like if you think, it's kind of bringing it all back full circle, to at least for me. I feel like mental illness, dealing with panic, dealing with fear, dealing with worries, I feel like it's not a one-trick pony that you can just solve with one thing. Yeah, I feel like
figure out what works for you.
What works for you, and it's a lifestyle, and everybody's lifestyle is not going to be parallel to the other person's. It's always going to be something tweaked in the person. I feel like that's okay. That's kind of what I want to. I'm gonna just end it on this and say it like that. Like that's kind of what I want to teach my kids. Like, figure out what your happiness is, and what are the resources that you need to help you fortify that happiness.
Bro, that is the way I have began to live my life, and I love it because, like you say, figure out what makes you happy, and just I say this before we get out here. It's just like relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was talking to my little cousin. He had got jammed up with his lady, and he was wrong. You know, he was texting somebody he shouldn't have been texting. He was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be a repeat issue. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, cuz, hey, listen, do you believe that your behavior is indicative of you really not wanting to be there? Do you feel like this is actually you? And then another thing, I'm like, well, how did she know you was texting? Like, yeah, she was going through my phone. Like, well, first of all, you got to do a better job at picking early on, because someone that's constantly looking for something is someone that's constantly going to bring you issues.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you got to, and I explained, I'm like, bro, you 31. No kids, good job. You 6'4", handsome, great teeth, dark skin. You like that's what I said, no children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just for independent, you don't say that for no nigga, but
right. I get.
You know what I mean? He on his shit.
Mm-hmm.
College graduate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got a lot of things that work well for him. I'm like, maybe see if you ready for a relationship. Number one, but number two, every relationship is a cookie cutter, and if this is a part of you and you know it's something you can't change or whatever it is, I am here to tell you that whatever it is that you want, you can find out here.
That's facts.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But
I know we got the end. I was to add to that. That's why I always say in a relationship, especially, being married, whatever works for you
works for you.
Works for you.
Yeah, I'm not cookie cutter.
Don't worry about what works for them. Hey, this worked. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, man, I know some people with some certain issues like that too, and I'm like, that wouldn't work for me and my wife.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? How we roll probably ain't gonna work for y'all.
Exactly.
But that's why we ain't with each other. We over here doing what work for us. Y'all do what work for y'all over there. So
I think that's important.
Yeah. Man, this is so peaceful in here, bro. Look, if the energy feel low, it's just because like I'm literally in this mug.
It's vibing.
This is what I'm gonna say this on this podcast, bro. This is exactly what I needed to step into this room. I can't even explain it ever since I walked in here.
Okay.
I it's what I needed. I feel closed off, but in a good way. I feel like
it's kind of like you're safe.
Like like a safe
like
space.
A fort, yeah,
seriously,
that's
bro. Yeah. So like I've been kind of dealing with double thoughts this whole time because I'm sitting here like, man, this is very, very, very relaxing. It's very, very isolated. I feel isolated, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait till you get the room in there.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you want to do, come up with some ideas, dog. I got you,
look,
man.
CC, when you watch this podcast, get up out the basement so I can.
CC, get up out the basement, and y'all get off y'all ass and like, share, and subscribe. And make sure y'all tell people to tune in each and every Friday. Triggered me and my guy Chops. We're working on some more stuff behind the scenes and trying to spice things up a bit. We've been running into some bumps. And I mean, nothing bad because we hold it down and make it happen anyway. But, hey, man, this is always therapeutic to sit there and just talk some shit, man. And I don't have to be talking crazy because, on the other one, I intentionally
if he turned on the other one, this bring that balance. So,
but I can still bring that piece of it, just not the wild part. Right. I'm still going to talk my shit.
Of course. You look, you
I
facts.
So that's one thing, man. So I can't be nobody else, and y'all can't be nobody else. But y'all could have been somewhere else, but I appreciate y'all being here with us because we are Triggered.
Triggered.
Oh.